Ladies, gentlemen, subscribers, and listeners, weighing in at a gentleman never asks and a lady never tells, Haven the Whisper Rain, and her tag team partner, Jason the Nova Sean Carl. And you are listening to As the Heel Turns.
So, like, if you type in emotions and shh, it'll automatically direct you immediately to our page. Yep. Because I wasn't going to make the E in this. Because I typed that in, it was like, it's got to be longer. And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I guess maybe because it's just two little things.
Man.
Oh, man.
But no, the points I want to hit, let me write them down real quick. I want to talk about Asuka.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything bad. I want to talk about Asuka in general. I'm not going to say nothing bad. I just want to talk about her streak. While I'm writing these down, what's gotten you tight this week when it comes to wrestling? What got you tight? Let me hear what you got.
I don't even remember what happened on Raw. That's just been like years ago. What got me tight? Nothing really got me tight. I mean, I don't think Braun being added to that match makes sense, but he needed something to do.
Yeah. We're gonna talk. How about we talk about part-timers? Because
who's that? You mean like Brock?
We got a few part-timers actually. We got Kurt. We got Brock. We got Cena.
Wait, he's the general manager. I don't really count him as a part-timer because this may be his first and only time wrestling.
I don't know. We'll see.
Do say I don't know.
Because the reason he left wrestling the first time was because they wouldn't let him be a part-timer. Because he was like, my body's broken. Let me be a part-timer. And they were like, no, sir.
Wow. I think this is really unfortunate. The sicknesses and shit. So they're like, fuck it, let's do something big. Mind you, this whole pay-per-view is built around the Shield. And now you have no Shield because Roman is not there. So they're like, fuck, we gotta do something big. Let's throw Kurt in there. That was dumb, but I understand what they're trying to do.
But I saw that when you showed me that, I was like, that's obviously fake. And I was like,
you said that's obviously fake.
No, because the pay-per-view was like 2 days. And I was just like, nah, it's fake.
No, but I thought that too. But then I looked and I said, yo, this is from the WWE app. Like, this is legit them. And I was like, this is weird as fuck.
It was so weird. But, you know, I don't know. Well, I got a question for you then. With these part-timers and whatnot, I heard a rumor, and I know you're going to get mad about this. I'm just going to jump right into the episode because might as well. We're going to do it anyway. I saw a rumor that said, I know you'll get mad about this, and I want to hear it. That the reason Kane was added is because they wanted to end up doing a Shield versus the Brothers of Destruction thing.
Listen, you're not gonna get too pissed about that.
You will see Kane's old ass and Undertaker's old ass fighting.
I don't see the logic in a lot of shit like that they do.
Do you really?
Retired, like clothes left in the middle of the ring. Nigga walked out in his underwear, and you can bring him back. Like, bye.
Do you realize Kane and Undertaker's age together is more than all three men of the Shield's age together?
That's what the fuck, man? How old is Kane and Undertaker?
Undertaker's over 50.
Oh.
And Kane is, let me look that up real quick with the handy dandy Google. We don't pay for anything extra. It's not what we do.
But the Shield is like 90 something together.
Yep, the Shield's 90 something together. Kane is, since Facebook, Kane's 50.
Wow.
So, what do you say to that? I mean, that's some age up in there. I'm just saying.
That is something. I mean, nigga, I don't know. I just hope they don't do it because nobody nobody benefits from that. Undertaker and Kane winning, there's no benefit because we won't see them again until next year. And the Shield don't benefit because they're beating two elderly men. Like, I don't get it.
That's very true. By the way, Undertaker is 52, so it's 102. But my question, I was gonna bring up also about the Oscar thing.
Disappeared.
You what?
No, I thought your sound went out. I think you stopped talking now.
No. I just I walked away for a second. But you can still hear me though, right?
Yeah.
So my question about the Oscar thing is, everyone was like, really, like, you know, she shouldn't enter streak and blah blah blah. And then I was online and someone made a very valid point. I want to get your take on it. Basically, they said it doesn't matter who beats the streak at this point. It really doesn't matter. And the reason being is when streaks end, if they go on so long and they end, everyone's upset about it ending in general, that it doesn't even help who ends it.
Wow.
Did they get so big that people are going to be disappointed? He was like, and he said, and I said, okay, give me an example. He said, all right, who would you have beat the streak then right now? And I was like, I'm a bad example, so pick someone else. And he said, all right, should it be Emma? No. Should it be Sasha? No. Should it be Charlotte? Flair? Natty? Who should beat it? The answer is nobody.
Like, there's going to be someone disappointed no matter who beats it.
Yeah. It's because the thing is, if it's a new person who will be wrestling forever, it won't help them. People are like, oh, you gave it to a nobody. But if you give it to somebody who's established, like, oh, you gave it to somebody who don't need it, it's a lose-lose. He's like, can you name me one single streak that has ended that people were happy that it was over, that it benefited the next person? And he's like, Goldberg? No. Ryback?
Goldberg.
You what?
Who beat Goldberg?
Kevin Nash.
Wow.
He tasered him, and then yeah.
Wow, that's so cheesy.
Yep. And he was like, "There's no undefeated streak that you can name that people were like, okay, I'm excited about this." We all know Undertaker's streak was not one.
But it was believable. Well, I don't know. I wasn't watching when it happened. I started watching it next year, but right now I don't see many people complaining about it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about stuff like that, and I kind of get it, but then I don't. Like, okay, you got Brock who beat Undertaker's streak, right?
Yeah.
And then you had Goldberg come in and like violate Brock, and then people will be like, "What was the point of Brock being his streak if he was gonna get murdered by Goldberg?" And it's like, how is that your logic? Because if you can't have someone literally be unbeatable, it would make no sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like Undertaker was supposed to be unbeatable at WrestleMania, and then he got beat, right? So now you're trying to tell me Brock's supposed to be unbeatable, and then he gets beat. So it's like, oh shit, it's like a good shock. But some people take it to heart. Like, I just think it's the fans that's too emotionally into wrestling.
True. I agree 100%. Side note on that, the dude who got shocked, who's like the shock face of Undertaker and whatnot, I'm mad he got famous off of that. Like, he got like mad followers off of that.
But that shit ain't putting money in his pocket. He ain't famous. No.
Right. He was on the Edge and Christian show. Like, they let him on the show.
That's crazy.
But it's like I don't remember who it was. He was the WWE fan guy who had the red hat and the blue shirt.
Oh yeah, he's there all the fucking time almost.
They gave him for like 2 years. They gave him a discount for tickets.
He don't fucking need it. Obviously, he there every damn day. What about us? We need the fucking discount. Yeah, calm my ass down.
I love it. I told you on Facebook, you're my favorite superhero. You just don't know.
Hey.
Just so you know, also, side note, since Luke Harper's been called up to Maine finally, Jonte is now my favorite indie wrestler. Just saying.
Yo, you say he's called up.
I like this new gimmick, you know. Starting out, he got a new gimmick with a veteran named Eric Rowan, you know, took him under the wing. Maybe they'll make a splash. Maybe they'll be undefeated for a little bit. We ain't never seen him wrestle before, so I heard he's pretty good.
Right, like they're so new. They're so new.
Can I say one thing while we with the one thing on the streak then? Yeah, streaks are really, it's always disappointing when a streak ends. That's why personally I like it when a wrestler comes in first on an L, because now it's not, oh, these guys are undefeated. You know, things like that. Because I didn't know this until someone pointed out to me on Twitter. But Bobby Roode was, even though when he was undefeated, no one made a mention that he was undefeated.
When?
Like during all of NXT. Like he did not eat his first pinfall loss until I want to believe it was Drew McIntyre or whatever his name is now.
Wow.
Yeah, that was his first pinfall loss.
Is still Drew McIntyre though?
You what?
I said, isn't his name still Drew McIntyre?
It probably is. I'm a casual NXT watcher. I'm gonna be real with you. If Velveteen Dream is on the screen, I ain't watching.
Damn, nigga said I'm not watching. I thought you were gonna say I am watching.
Nah, that's my boy. And like, oh, speaking of, so you know I be going on Facebook. I go on Facebook.
I be going on Facebook.
Hey, as Haven said. But no, I go on Facebook and I ask, you know, questions and whatnot. And one of the questions was, and it was like the first real question was, what gimmicks on NXT will never get over on the main roster? Never, ever.
That's definitely one.
And I'm gonna say, as much as I love Velveteen Dream, even if they book him exactly the same, that shit ain't never getting over.
That's a fact.
Never. He's Prince essentially, but they ain't never getting over.
That's a shame though.
He's so talented. I don't know if you noticed, but like I watched some of his YouTube things, and he's done a lot of crazy gimmicks in NXT. And the dude can play any role you want him to play.
They better be cooking up something new for when he motherfucking comes to the main roster.
He can't just be touching himself and, you know, and stuff. Do you have an NXT guy that or gal that when they get called up, their gimmick is just not gonna work?
I feel like he definitely developed Team Dream. No Way Jose. I don't think he's ever getting called up to say the truth.
Never?
Like, I don't think so.
She said never, ever.
I don't see it. I mean, listen, it's very possible, but he's gonna be a bum. He's gonna come up to literally be a jobber. That's honestly what I think. And I'm not even trying to be an ass, but it'll be a miracle if that shit gets over on a main roster.
You right.
In my opinion. Let me add that. In my opinion.
You know, another one I think is gonna have a hard time is the blandest baby face in the history of baby faces, Roderick Strong.
Nigga is an asshole.
What is his gimmick? I ask every time someone gets called into the main roster when they're about to get called up. I always ask my friends who are NXT diehards, what is his gimmick?
And they ain't got no answers for this one?
Most times, no.
Damn.
Like I asked him, what's his gimmick? He said he's a family man. He's a family man? Is that his gimmick?
Family man.
The dude can wrestle. Don't get twisted. He can wrestle his ass off, but he don't have a gimmick. He's just a smiling baby face who's just happy to be here.
Oh, like Apollo Crews?
Yes.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make it then. He ain't gonna make it.
No, you know who? I'll ask you right now. One guy and one girl from NXT that you want called up, and that's your person. That's the person you're gonna be rooting for the most.
Ember Moon.
Ooh.
And I don't really give a shit about anybody.
Fair.
Anybody else?
For me, it's the Velveteen Dream. Even though I know it ain't gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. Like it's not gonna happen. They gonna give him the Ty treatment, which Ty is hard to book anyway because Ty's essential gimmick is everybody likes me. Let's be real. I love Ty, but his gimmick is everybody likes me.
But everybody does like him.
But I'm saying, like, I love Ty, so it works. It's just there's not much you can do with everybody likes me.
You better figure it out. I'm tired of seeing him fucking lose, especially the Corbin.
Look, I'm happy on TV. He created our Who joke. That's
true. I'm glad he is on TV.
I think since the AJ thing is over, I think we don't see Ty this week. I honestly think we'll see him. He's gonna be the first one stepping up to Baron.
You think so?
It's not gonna be Sin Cara.
Who?
The guy who beat him by count out this week.
And that's the shit. But they make Corbin look like a bum too, because it's like you just win the title, but you go off to a count out.
That's true. My other one, besides Ember, because I honestly forgot about her because I haven't seen her, but is Nikki Cross. I love Nikki Cross and Ember Moon are probably my two favorite NXT wrestlers, probably ever. Honestly,
wow.
I love everything about them. Literally, I love their wrestling style. I love their characters because I'm critical of NXT only because they have great wrestling matches. They have fantastic wrestling matches. My only problem with NXT is they don't ever usually build up gimmicks, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Like I asked Matt, one of our listener guys, I said, well, what was Finn Balor's gimmick before he got called up? And he gave me an answer, but it wasn't a super fleshed out answer. And it wasn't something that was super apparent. He was just like, basically just a cool guy. And I'm like, all right, it's cool. Well, I mean, it beats what he is now. You know, he has that pumpkin thing going on right now.
But he had the team in NXT. He
did, but like, was his gimmick that he was a regular dude who had a demon persona?
I don't know. I guess.
I don't know. It was, and like Big E. Big E's gimmick in NXT was he was so tough, you had to count to 5 to beat him. Like he was, when he pinned people, he would make the ref count to 5 instead of 3.
That's funny.
But I'm gonna stop on that. So this week, besides the horrible thing that happened where, you know, the Shield got taken out, and we'll talk about that. How much did you pop for Kane coming back?
Next.
I was literally watching. I was like, is this really? All right, I guess. Cool.
Like, what year was this?
People do not pop for Kane. I don't care what. I like Kane. Kane a cool dude, but I don't pop for Kane. I ain't pop for Kane since like 07.
Right. They need to pop for Kane. Like,
dude, the last time I popped for Kane was like the last time I popped for Scott Hall. It's been a minute. But also this week, we got something that people have been just going on and on about. And they're just like, they making jokes, but we about to see. We saw our champion call out Brock part-timer Lesnar. And people were like, oh, it's going to be a slaughter. Look, I'm telling you right now, I know it sounds ridiculous. It's going to sound ridiculous. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going ahead and say that Jinder's going to win. That's what I'm calling it. Either by disqualification or pinfall.
Oh, you actually said pinfall.
Pinfall.
Why? Is this the episode? Are we actually doing the episode right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to say it's either going to be a draw or Jinder will. I mean, I don't know, honestly, to tell the truth, because this is what I feel like. First of all, I read somewhere that WWE don't even feel like Jinder and Brock is a good deal. If your two champions fighting is not a big deal, then we are really stuck as viewers because y'all don't even care about y'all champions fighting.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's a lose because Brock is supposed to look like a monster. Like he beat Joe, he beat Braun Strowman, he won the Fatal 5-Way. You know what I'm saying? Like he's being booked to be a monster. People fight Roman at Mania, right?
Yeah.
Jinder has been booked to be anybody and everybody who's come in his way.
Yeah.
Any one of them that loses some type of power.
True.
You know what I mean? I feel like Brock can actually take this loss, but I don't see them doing that.
See, I agree.
Have Jinder be the tall guy.
See, I don't see Jinder taking a pinfall because I agree with all of your logic. My point is, I guess my point where I agree, and here's the thing on that is, Brock can afford a loss without looking weak if you book it right. Jinder would definitely benefit from winning, and he would take a step back if he had a loss.
Yeah.
And because Brock, remember last year, Brock took that hot loss to Goldberg in 90 seconds, and like people forgot. We didn't forget about it, but we didn't think much about it. Oh, it's whatever. It's cool. Whatever.
I don't know. People were losing their mind over that shit. You might have been like, "Oh, it's cool." I was excited as happy.
I loved it. I personally, I thought it. Dude, so many people hated that last year. I was like, "But why?"
Because beloved Brock lost the fucking match like he was a bum. They couldn't handle it.
My thing is, I was sitting next to my boy, and my boy said this. I don't see why people are mad. You wanted a Goldberg match. That's a Goldberg match.
Right. Classic shit.
When he ate that first spear, I was like, wait, already? All right, cool. He had that second spear. I was like, wait, hold up. He had that jackhammer. I was like, is it over? No, it's not over. It's over.
It was over, and I fucking laughed like a maniac when that shit happened.
I said, I can't believe it. I thought I would never see the day that Brock Lesnar got squashed.
I was happy.
It's 2016. We still giving out squash matches and main events? All right.
But it worked because nobody was expecting that shit. Nobody.
It was wonderful, man. It was, I tell you, 2 or 3 groups I was in were like losing their mind. Like, I got cheated, blah, blah. I was like, do y'all really think y'all got cheated? Y'all got one of the best elimination tag matches before you've ever seen. So don't feel like you got, it wasn't like it was a whack pay-per-view. Granted, a lot of pay-per-view was all right. But that tag team match that was like the pre-main event was amazing.
It was. All my beautiful men in it too.
Dude, it was great. I mean, I would co-sign with you, but yeah. But on that, I would have to say, dude, I'm pumped for Survivor Series because unlike Survivor Series has always been my favorite pay-per-view because my favorite 2 types of matches are triple threats and elimination matches. I love elimination matches. Now, don't get twisted. WWE been working a little bit too much. Tired of seeing fatal 5-way eliminations. I'm telling you right now, between Raw and SmackDown's Raw women's division, we've seen about 100,000 elimination matches in the last month.
Yeah, I do like elimination matches.
I do too. I just don't want to see it every week.
They had to get us ready. They were getting us ready for Survivor Series.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna look at it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Speaking of, I heard rumblings that we're gonna have a cruiserweight elimination match. Are you hype? Are you pumped?
No. Who's in the cruiserweight division that I give a shit about? Nobody.
Well,
they treated my guy so bad he left. He was the king. His shirt was generic as fuck. They cut his match off of the rest of the Mania DVD.
You're right. They did him pretty bad. They did my man's rough.
Like shit. So
he dipped, and I can't even blame him for dipping because I can't blame him for dipping. Other than that, honestly, I don't watch 205 for real. So like, I can't tell you who I'm hyped for. So this is taped before TLC, but it's a given that Enzo's winning this cruiserweight title. Like, it's a given.
Yeah. Like,
let's be honest. Kalisto's probably my least favorite cruiserweight champion in this past year and a half.
How many champions have we even had? Like 3?
We've had 6.
Oh yeah, I forgot. From the winner, when it first started, Brian.
Yeah. Because before, Neville had it for like 7 months. Before, that shit was trading every month.
Who was it? Brian King, Rich Swann, then Neville, right?
Yeah, and the first one was TJP.
TJP, I completely forgot about him. Is that a shame?
Yep. He was forgettable. It's pretty boring.
That's so cool.
Yep. But Kalisto's my least favorite, simply because the only thing that makes Enzo entertaining is he does get the main event exposure. I'm just saying, don't kill me. So that gives him something, and he can at least make a joke every once in a while that makes me laugh. TJP is a fantastic wrestler. He's just super boring. Kalisto is neither. Kalisto is in the ring. And I literally go to sleep every time he talks. I'd rather hear the Big Show deliver promo.
Because he's the worst boxer ever.
He really does. He really does. I say I wasn't rooting for Enzo. I was just rooting against Kalisto, if that makes sense.
I wasn't rooting per se. I was just rooting for the other guy.
Yeah, I'm like a sports fan. You know, I don't root for the other people. I just root against this one guy.
I appreciate it, but I kind of get it because I didn't give a shit about Brock or Braun, but I was like, at least if Braun wins, we'll see the title every week, you know?
True.
But who was I fooling? I didn't care about anybody other than that.
True. You do realize, again, this is tape before the episode, but you know we are absolutely getting Pumpkin Balor, right? You know we're getting him, right?
I really hope we don't.
They already said it though. It's the Demon Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. They're not dropping the Demon thing. We're getting Pumpkin Balor.
Well, they need to go back to regular black and red Demon, not no fucking Pumpkin Demon. Like, explain to me, how does it make sense? Do you know what a demon is? Demon is like, you know, evil and uncaring. Why would the demon care to be a fucking pumpkin? Just throwing out there.
The only thing I can say to that is, have you ever watched Charlie Brown?
Yo, it don't make sense, bro.
I want to see Finn Balor come out to Charlie Brown music with a pumpkin mask. Because they're going to be ridiculous. I want to see all the way ridiculous. I'm kidding.
Want them to take it all the way there.
I'm kidding. I don't want to see any of that. Another note, since we have a lot of notes. Can we talk about how phenomenal the Usos are for just 1 second?
Who said the Usos? Them Usos. Mm-hmm.
We saw on social media this week that Rusev came out with them for a couple of house shows dressed in their gear because Rusev was trained by one of their family members.
I'm down for that. Rusev, he looks real good dressing them too.
Yes. Day one is Rusev Day is H.
Right.
I love Rusev, man. Like, I celebrate Rusev Day every week.
He's really funny too. Like, I seen a little clip. I gotta watch the whole video. Him and AJ went against each other on Up Up Down Down. They started a tournament again, and I saw a clip. And Rusev was acting like he was Hulk Hogan when he scored, and AJ was so pissed. Rusev was just like, "Hey, brother," and he's doing the hand moments, the movements and shit. I'm like, wow.
I just want to hang out with Rusev. There's a lot of wrestlers I just want to hang out with. Rusev is the top of the list. That's what I hang out.
The Usos together are probably off.
Yep. Did you know that they renamed the New Day's finisher Up Up Down Down?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yep. It was called. It beats the first name, the Midnight Express, which was a terrible name. That means nothing.
Yeah, I don't see how it went with them, but
yeah,
that was the name.
Up, up, down, down. Can we just? And I just want to say that the SmackDown Tag Division is amazing. I need Raw to step their game up because they have no one right now. We ain't got the Revival. We ain't got the Hardys. We ain't got nobody. We got Seth and Dean in the bar. The end. Because I refuse to count the club because they take L's every week. Yo,
the club is really just there. You're right to eat pins. Like, okay.
Carl Anderson, but in Finn Balor's and AJ Styles' own word, is one of the top 10 greatest wrestlers on planet Earth. And he just eats pins. That's it.
Yo, it's sad too, because he was really very good in fucking New Japan. Like, and he's still young. Like, oh man, they are really messing him up.
I just don't understand. Oh, so prepared for this episode. I was bored. I was watching old SmackDown episodes, and like I remember reading an article that said that remember Luke Gallows used to be Festus.
Yep.
People kept saying there was no storyline where he became Luke Gallows. Actually, there is.
Really?
I just so happened to turn on an episode of SmackDown from '09, and it just so explained it. Get this. So when CM Punk had his long hair and he was like a straight edge society, basically he was mocking Jesus, because that's definitely a thing that he did. He said that Festus was somebody he sponsored. Festus was addicted to painkillers and pills, and that's why he was that way.
Interesting.
And when he cured him of this, he became Luke Gallows.
But was he Luke Gallows in WWE? Wasn't that something that happened in New Japan?
Both. It happened both. He was Festus first, and then went away, and then came and went to New Japan, and then came back once. I could be mistaken. He came back, and then they gave him the Luke Gallows thing. They gave that storyline. Then he went away again and was Luke Gallows again, but he was called Doc Luke Gallows, and then came back as Luke Gallows. A lot of times when wrestlers leave the E, they just change one name.
Yeah, for sure.
But and my friend was like, so Luke Gallows is one of the greatest wrestlers on earth? No, he's one of the greatest tag team wrestlers on earth. But nah, man's trash in the ring. I'm just saying.
It's crazy because it's like certain big guys, they really don't do much. Like,
Kane.
But Kane in his early days, Kane was good. Like Kane was popping.
Oh yeah, Kane was good. Like Kane was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Now in the last 7 years, no.
What do you expect from a man?
I will give him one thing. Bro been wrestling forever. Like he wrestled. Did you not realize that some wrestlers like Terry Funk is still wrestling?
And that's to me. Definitely.
It's so wild. It's so wild. So I rewatched one of my favorite promos of all time. It was Tommy Dreamer. I'm gonna ask you what your favorite is. I'm gonna give you some time to think, but it was Tommy Dreamer.
You got one.
Dude tore tears from my eyes with his promo.
Ew.
Because he said, I know, he was crying and he won like the ECW championship, if I remember correctly. And he said, I may never wrestle main event WrestleMania, but this is my crowning moment. I was like, oh, because it's so true. He ain't never main event WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Bro, he's lucky about main event Raw. Like, I'm gonna be real. I love Tommy Dreamer, but Raw is a stretch.
Right, it is. It definitely is.
What's your favorite promo?
I ain't got one. I told you that before you started talking.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something that's gonna make me mad. I was just like,
wow.
I was like, because you said CM trash. I just don't understand.
No, I'm not a wrestling fanboy. My favorite nothing. Like, it's like, just all the fanboys' favorite everything is CM Punk, right? Favorite champion, favorite promo, favorite blah, blah, blah. I'm like, can you just hop off his nuts, please?
Right. What did he main event? He main evented 5 pay-per-views in 343 days.
What a fucking feat. Like, come on.
One of his SummerSlam main event was against Paul freaking Heyman. Okay.
That's so sad.
Weak sauce. Like, he was a good talker, but nobody remember. If he wasn't fighting John Cena, his run was forgettable. Like, I challenge anyone to mention a good CM Punk promo / match, like a good program he had that did not involve John Cena or freaking Paul Heyman.
Damn. Y'all got homework to do, guys.
Right. You ain't gonna find nothing, trust me.
You know how many people you making mad right now?
I'm shaking in my boots, All I'm saying is Punk is overrated to the fullest.
Oh, yeah.
Fullest. All the man did was bitch. Oh, he literally got popular for the most popular bitch fest ever. And then what'd he do? He went to MMA, got beaten 2 minutes flat.
Throwing him under the bus right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me give him his respect. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. I'm sorry.
Them 16 seconds mean something.
His intro song was longer. It was so bad, the owner of UFC said his next fight shouldn't be here.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
That's insane.
Come out looking like ground beef.
Yo, you're nasty.
No, his face was nasty. Don't get it twisted. I'm sorry for keep going on. I'm not sorry for what I said. Never. I got a question for you then, little lady, since you didn't have an answer to that. Who is, in your opinion, the greatest or your favorite intercontinental champion ever?
People about to be mad pissed off. You ready?
Okay.
I'm gonna say The Miz.
Oh, so I thought you were about to hit something crazy on me. Okay, I'm with you.
Because I feel like The Miz made that belt mean something again.
Yes.
He made me like him. I could not stand The Miz, but he made me like him over the course of a couple years. And I was like, okay, this guy, he's good.
He took what a lot of people think is a punishment and made it the truth.
Right.
Like Miz with the IC belt at this point just seems right.
Right. When he don't have it, it's like, can he win the belt back?
Like, you know, I like Dean. I love Dean. But when Dean had the belt, I was like, please get that belt back on Miz. That's what I want to see.
Yep. Me too.
Like, my favorite of all time, it's either The Miz or honestly Chris Jericho, because I love me some Jericho.
I definitely Jericho. Jericho is just great without anything, you know?
True. Because he just Jericho's that man, though, you know.
Yeah, he might be my
yes, I agree.
He keeps it interesting.
You could give this man anything. You could have him come back as a gimmick. He's a hot dog salesman, and he'll be the best hot dog salesman of all time.
He'll get over as a hot dog salesman. That is so true.
Because his last gimmick, he was right on a clipboard. His gimmick was a clipboard.
Bro, they was selling clipboards. Like, what do you mean?
They were selling $20 clipboards.
And people, who's buying a $20 clipboard? But people, I'm sorry, would. That's amazing.
Dude, I just don't understand. Like, I was like, this is a joke. Every time I see something ridiculous on WWE.com, like the thing earlier, I was like, this is clearly a joke. No, my boy bought that. My boy bought that clipboard.
That's star power. Jericho literally has star power.
And he's not afraid to put people over.
Right.
Because Jericho, let's be real, Jericho don't win all the time. He don't win most of it. He don't win half the time.
And he's not afraid to speak up about anything, honestly. He'll say whatever and piss anybody off.
Plus, he
fought Goldberg. Didn't he try to fight Goldberg and Brock Lesnar in real life because he thought they violated one of his friends? Like,
yes, he tried to fight Goldberg. He handled Goldberg, and he tried to fight Brock.
I fucked with Jericho.
Because they said Goldberg tried to say something cross him. He slapped him in a headlock and wouldn't let go until he apologized.
Thug life.
Dude, and he squared against Brock Lesnar. I was like, go ahead, Jericho. Go
ahead, Jericho.
Dude, no, that's my role model. Because I'll be real with you. I'm not afraid of Brock, but I wouldn't step up like Jericho did.
Right.
Like, apparently what he did was he told the dude, what the fuck is this? And like pushed him. I was like, whoa. Whoa. Calm that down. I ain't doing none of that.
That's crazy.
Can I say one thing though? Friendship wise, we all need a friend like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
We do. We definitely do.
I know you don't like Sami's thing right now, but I think it's a slow burn. I think I think he's progressively going to get more annoying, and I'm down with that because if he would just like show up one day, he's like, I'm an asshole now. I'd be like, but you're so lovable though.
It's not that I don't like it. I think it's actually very funny now because he comes out, he's still happy, still dancing, but now he just looks like an asshole. Like, oh, you don't want me to dance, so I'm gonna do it. You know?
Okay, yeah.
But I'm doing it. He's like the guy at the office. Like I think I said it before. Like he'll compliment you and insult you in the same sentence. That was Sami Zayn.
Mrs. Bella or Mr. Bella.
Right? Like, wow, you really smoking a Bella dad. It works.
And I'll be honest with you, that's my I have this past year. I officially have 3 favorite catchphrases. I have 3 favorite catchphrases. You ready?
I'm ready.
Hold me tight.
Oh yes.
Who? I love who. That is my favorite thing.
I know.
And of course, the really. I just love really, man. I love that throwback. Really? That's a throwback, but I love it.
It never gets because sometimes you gotta look at it.
And I know you don't like it. I like the I'm not finished with you. Not because of Braun, but just the ridiculousness of the statement.
Yo, here's my thing. I see the appeal of it, but to me it was like it's too comical. You want us to take him seriously, and it's so ridiculous. He's yelled it while running at Roman. You can't even see him yet. Like he wasn't even in camera shot, but he's yelling, "I'm not finished with you." And then he ran into what? The fucking boxes?
Yeah.
See, that's why I couldn't take him seriously. It was some cartoon shit right there.
You know what I think? You know what I think? Honestly, we got a new follower. Haven Rain.
Oh, I think I know her.
She sounds cool. Follow back. Follow us on Instagram. Follow me, don't follow me.
Right.
But no, I think I know why, because I follow Braun Strowman on Snapchat and Instagram because, let's be real, that dude is hilarious in real life.
Yeah, he's very funny outside of the ring.
And I think it's him trying to hide that because, like, and he does a great job because he looks menacing, but he's such a goofball. Like, have you seen his car?
Yeah, it's small, right?
It's the tiniest car I've ever seen.
Like, what is he doing?
He was at Walmart. He's like, I'm not too rich to shop at Walmart. And I was like, what is this?
Like, what are you doing, Braun?
And his Halloween thing last year where he dressed as Wonder Woman, I love it.
Listen, he was looking crazy as fuck.
But no, I get you. Like, I like when it first happened, I was like, this is ridiculous. This is cartoon. They flipped an ambulance, like, this is cartoonish.
Cartoonish as fuck.
And like, what's funny is, okay, I'm with you on one thing. I'm totally done with him fighting Roman. I don't want to ever see that match ever again. Like, I've learned that I don't want to ever see a Brock Lesnar match. I just don't. I'm not invested in Brock fighting anybody because I got flagged because I said I didn't like Brock and Joe. I said, no. I like the buildup. I didn't like the match. I've had longer pee breaks than that match.
Damn.
The match was boring to me. The only match that was more boring than him versus Joe was him versus Braun. That was pretty boring. Like, they did wrestle holds. I don't want to see that. You are monsters. Pummel each other.
He said, "You're monsters."
But they just wrestled each other. And, like, that's fine if you're wrestlers. I want to see AJ Styles and Finn Balor wrestle. I want to see 2 big caveman bastards beat each other up. But no, they wrestled. They did arm bars and suplexes and wrist locks. I don't want to see it. It was boring. I never want to see it ever again. If I see it again, I'm skipping it. Fast forward.
Yes. Oh my.
It was boring. And the thing is, I think honestly, I'm gonna say right now, that is Braun's worst match this entire year. Because his match against Dean, I liked. Match against Seth, I liked. His match against Big Show, I liked. This is the worst. No, I'm done. I wasn't on the Brock hype train, but I don't even want to look at the hype train anymore. I'm looking down at my book now.
Damn.
Like, I don't want to see him fight. I don't even want to see him fight Roman. I'm so done with that. I don't want to see that.
Oh, I know.
I want to
feel your pain.
Like, you're one of the biggest Roman fans I know, and like, you don't want to see that. Like, no. Who wants to see them fight? Raise your hand. Show of hands. Who wants to see these people fight?
That's crazy.
Nobody. I would. You know what I'd rather see? You want to rather see?
I'm listening.
I'd rather see the Undertaker versus either one of them people.
You said any one of those people?
Because at least I get to see a chokeslam. We got Brock, who can kick out of 5 million power slams. We got Roman, who kick out of apparently 4 FUs. And
he did though.
kicked out like it wasn't shit. He got a 1 count on one of them. I was like, a 1 count? Yo, look, I'm just saying, whack feud. I want to say we've seen the, and I know it's been years since I've seen the feud, and I shouldn't be complaining because it's been years since I've seen the feud, but people weren't into it the first time around. The fact that Brock's probably best feud he's had in years is either going to be him versus Undertaker or him versus, I want to say Goldberg, because people were into that.
They actually was. I thought, well, I kind of wanted that feud to go longer, but he was knocking himself out, hitting balls and shit. So
I can't believe I ever thought it'd be because you do realize that people hail Brock versus Lesnar. Brock versus Goldberg 1 as the worst WrestleMania match of all time. The first one. And the second matchup, they say, is one of the best matches they've ever seen. I don't understand. How are these people a decade and a half older but putting on a better match?
It's crazy.
My friend says it's because they didn't do anything. They did all their high spot moves. Like, well, that's what I want to see. 2 big bastards beat each other up. He said, oh, you just saw 4 spears, like 10 suplexes, and an F5. That's what I want to see.
Right.
I don't want to see Brock Lesnar go around doing wrist locks and headlocks on people. No.
Like, I mean, all right, here we go. I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. Braun is a big guy, right? But when him and Big Show had that match and people was shitting themselves because he did a tip up and a fucking wrist lock or something.
Yeah.
I need more than that. Like, my thing is, you can be a monster. Like, Brock has proved that he can wrestle and be a monster. You know? Braun has not proved that to me. Braun is only a big guy who throws guys around. I need to see that he can actually wrestle. And I honestly don't think he's going to give that to us.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If both showed wrestling ability and monster ability, I wouldn't mind seeing a mix of both in a match. But that's not even what they really gave us.
You're right. You know what? You're right. I would see. You're right. You're absolutely right. Because that's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. You know, you're right. As always, you changed my opinion on that. Because look at you. That's why you're my favorite superhero. You didn't know. So I've got a question for you then. It was proposed to me this. I know what you want your WrestleMania main event to be. And I'm not knocking that main event, even though I have my own opinion about it. But the match I want to see, I'm torn. I want to see it at WrestleMania, but at the same time, I want this team to go on forever. I want to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens go on forever. But if they had a match at WrestleMania where the roles were reversed, where Sami was the bad guy,
ooh,
yo, I'd be into that.
You know, I think I would be too.
Yo, Kevin Owens being a good, he ain't never been a good, not really. Yo, imagine Sami Zayn stabbing him in the back.
That would be something I would definitely like to see that.
Man. Because I got wind that they actually might let Jinder hold it all the way to Mania.
Please let them do that. Just fill up on tears of sad fanboys all over the world.
I would cook my food in the tears because it would be so salty.
Right? It would add so much flavor to any dish.
Can you imagine? The hate?
Bro. People are gonna put screenshots of them canceling their subscription. Like, we care.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna cancel, and then as soon as that picture is done, they're gonna stop doing it for the gram and take it off.
Exactly.
You ain't canceling nothing.
They're not canceling shit.
Those numbers have been the same for years. You ain't canceling it. To be honest, I accidentally forgot I didn't know, but for the first year of having a network, I paid for 2 networks. I didn't know that.
What?
Because I got it, but I got it under a username or an email that I didn't use that often. And then when I got a new phone, I tried to log in and it was like, oh, your account doesn't work. I thought because I got a new card. So I put in the information for the new card, and I didn't notice until a year later because I was sitting there thinking, wait a second, my TV's logged in under this email account, but my phone is under this one. Hold up. I was paying the WWE not $9.99, but like 1898.
That's crazy.
They were finessing me. Or 1998. Look, WWE trying to get me. They trying to get me.
I would have been upset, honestly.
They didn't want to tell me. They didn't want to say nothing. Alright, they didn't want to say nothing about my name on that account was the same with both of them. They just gonna let me pay for 2. Alright. For a year. I paid them $20 damn a year.
That's sad, but I mean,
love it. But hey, I was getting my money's worth. You best believe I was watching all the ride-alongs, all the pay-per-views, all the Edge and Christian stuff. I'm about to get my money out. I got a question for you then. A wonderful question for you, my dear. If you give me your champions, like I don't need a storyline, I don't need none of that. I got 2 more questions for you after this. You got all the champions are tossed away, all the champions are gone. You give me your roster champions for Raw and your champions for SmackDown.
Right now or going into like WrestleMania?
Right at WrestleMania. WrestleMania is what I want. I want exiting WrestleMania. Who you want your champs to be? Exiting.
From each brand, Raw and SmackDown.
Yep.
Going into okay. Well, let's do Raw first. I would like. I honestly would like maybe.
I know it's hard.
I'm gonna here we go. I would like Roman Reigns to be the champion going into WrestleMania.
Really?
Because winning it at WrestleMania, win it again at WrestleMania. You know? Let somebody else beat him at WrestleMania and have their moment. I personally like I would like a triple threat against the Shield and have Dean win that big moment. You feel me?
Okay.
Champion.
Side note, while you're thinking, a lot of people forget that they have had a triple threat, and it was a really good match.
It was at Money in the Bank. Wait, no. It was what? It
was Battleground. I had to think about it too. I was like, what was it? It was Battleground.
They were just them. Wasn't Randy in that?
No. It's a forgettable pay-per-view because after the brand split happened, they stopped having that pay-per-view. It was Seth versus Dean versus Roman. I think Roman entered in as champ. No, Dean entered as champ, and he won. It was a good match, but I agree. Before I say mine, I'm stealing that. That's my Raw one too. Just saying, I'm stealing that. Go on.
All right. I would think maybe Sasha.
Okay. It's a good match.
Yeah, but it gotta be some type of like maybe an actual Iron Woman, an actual album.
Okay.
Tag team champions. What champions are there on Smack? I mean Raw.
Yeah.
I don't care who's the champions going into WrestleMania on Raw, but can the club win at WrestleMania and get them? Thank you. Make them relevant again. Let's start that campaign. Make the club relevant.
Okay, get your 2 signatures from Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
He said, "Get you 2." You ain't right. But
I'm sorry, it'd be 4 because I think Finn and AJ would sign too. That's
right. I think they would. Look out for their boys. 2 Intercontinental. Who's on motherfucking Raw?
I know it's so hard.
I don't think Miz should ever lose that belt. So let him lose it before WrestleMania and win it back at WrestleMania. Maybe like Apollo Crews. Maybe he got a good run with it.
Who the hell is Apollo Crews? Anyway.
So wow, cruiserweight champion. I don't give a shit.
Fair.
I just don't. What about you? Who you got for Raw?
My Raw, I'm still in your world title scene. That's what's gonna have to happen.
Hey.
For the women's, I'm a sucker for triple threats. I love triple threats. You just don't know. I want Sasha. I want Sasha to enter as champ, and I want Bayley to leave. But I want Sasha, Bayley, and Asuka. I want those three in there. Though I don't like her, she could put on a good match. And let me say why I don't like her, because people get so uptight about that. It's not that I don't like her. She just doesn't interest me in any way. Because I don't like undefeated people. That's a knock off the bat. I don't like undefeated people. Two, it just gives the feel of just Brock Lesnar, but shows up every day. I don't like that. I like matches where like, oh, who's gonna win? This is interesting. Who's gonna win? No, I know who's gonna win. And the only real match that I've only really liked two matches with her, honestly. Her versus Nikki Cross and her versus Mickie James. And they were two completely different matches. But I liked those matches. One was the Mickie James one was probably the most technical women's match I've seen in ages. Not saying that I'm not saying that Sasha and Charlotte didn't have good matches, but theirs was less technical and more, I don't want to say spot in a bad way, but they had more spots. Mickie and Asuka was straight up technical moves. Like they were doing like holds, flips, reversals. That was the entire match, bell to bell. And like, I mean, I saw move transitions I ain't never seen before. So like, I was like, this is a good match. But anyway, I want that. For the cruiserweight, I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for this. I want Enzo to enter as cruiserweight champion.
Oh no!
Hold it all the way to WrestleMania.
Ew! From now till then?
From now to WrestleMania.
Ew!
And I want him to lose it to no one who's on the current 205 roster. None of them. Zero. Zilch.
Damn.
Since I know WWE, I know them so well. I'm going to tell you right now, because they've been announcing his weight on NXT, I think Lio Rush is going to 205. Because he's like the only guy they announce his weight prominently. They announce his weight and height all the time. So I think he's going to go. So I want him to take it, because that would be a good moment for him. I don't think he's going to be in NXT that long. I just don't. Because if you notice, people who are in NXT short amount of times, they take a loss early in their career.
Yeah.
And his first match was a loss. So I don't think him staying too long. The only exception is Aleister Black, because his first loss was to Neville, but I don't count that because it's Neville.
You mean the King.
The King. You know, if he goes New Japan, he's going to call it the King of the Junior weights. I know he is.
I just want to hear him say it. He has that lovely accent.
For the tag team, since Seth and them are in the main event, and I don't want to pull double duty, I say the Bar should enter WrestleMania as champs, and they should lose it to the Revival, who I've heard good things about them.
Oh, I forgot about those guys.
Because when one was injured and they got back, the other one got injured. They'd stay injured.
That's not a good look.
For the Intercontinental, I want Miz to enter as champ, but I want him to lose it to... That's a hard thing to say. I want him to lose it to either Finn or Elias in a triple threat, because I'm a triple threat whore.
So you have all triple threats.
Oh my God, you're right. No, the reason I say that is because, like, let's be honest. Until Roman has that belt, we're not going to get anyone else. It's going to be monsters in that world title scene.
Yep.
So Finn ain't touching. They ain't putting him in the tag team. He ain't touching the world title belt. I ain't giving it to Bray, because Bray should be doing other things.
What is Bray gonna even do when he come back?
When he come back, they gonna pick up. They gonna pick it right back up. They are.
I really don't want them to.
I don't either, man. But I'm gonna leave him off this because he should be doing other things, in my opinion. Is there any other belts on Raw? Is that it? I feel like I forgot one.
I don't know. You said women world title. You got Intercontinental title. You can cruiserweight tags.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna make a joke about a "This Is Your Yard" belt.
Wow.
It's only defended at WrestleMania, but whatever.
Roman will always win.
I want to see it. Eventually they're gonna make a "This Is Your Yard" match, and I'm gonna die. It's gonna be great.
That would be so ridiculous if he did that.
Well, he can't be the world champion, so let's make him the big dog champ.
Right.
But on SmackDown, who you want for your SmackDown? What you got?
Well, Jinder will have to hold that belt all the way to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
No, realistically, we're gonna be. Let me not even say realistically, but I would want to see AJ and Nakamura fighting at WrestleMania for the title. But they could actually fight without it being for the title. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, who would Jinder actually lose the belt to?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only thing. There's really nobody left on SmackDown to take that title from him. So let's just say Jinder loses it to AJ, and we get AJ and Nakamura for the world title at WrestleMania, right? I would love to see. I want to say, because I have faith in both of these groups, the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Fashion Police for the tag titles at WrestleMania. Let me tell you why. Because SmackDown takes chances, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're going to try to put Roman and Harper. And the Fashion Police are a fan favorite. So, I think that they all can really, really go in the ring too. So, I would love to see them. I think they would kill it, actually. Women, I want to see. I want to see Naomi be the champion, and I want to see her lose it to Paige at WrestleMania. Because I like Paige, and I think they'll have a great fucking match together.
Okay, I like it. I guess for my SmackDown side, I'm gonna go a little bit left here. Oh, that was weird. What was that?
I said Todd better win the title at WrestleMania. That's what he got it. He better win it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I don't care. I want Baron Corbin to hold it all the way up there and Ty to take it. That's what I want. Boom.
Ew.
Actually, no. No. Let me. I want Baron Corbin to lose it to. Here's my lead up to it. I want Baron Corbin to lose it at Royal Rumble to Ty, and I want Ty to hold it to Mania, defend it in a singles match, not a triple threat this time.
Your first singles match.
And I want him to enter WrestleMania as the U.S. champion and to leave WrestleMania as the U.S. champion.
Yes. Because Ty deserves it.
He does. Also, for the tag team championships, I'm going to say I want the Usos, who I want to hold it to Mania. I want them to lose it to the Fashion Police.
Yes, I love that.
Because they're good in the ring. People forget they're really good in the ring.
They really are.
And they put on a really good match. Like the first one, even the comical match they had on was still good. For the women's, man, that's hard.
It's a tough one. They got so many good ladies. I just don't want to see Charlotte in that picture for WrestleMania. She had too many fucking moments already. Give somebody else a team.
I want to say, because I'm almost 1,000% sure Ember Moon's going to be called up. I'm 1,000% sure.
Ooh, I forgot about her.
I'm 1,000% sure she's going to be called up. Like, I'm saying she
or after WrestleMania?
She getting called up probably before Royal Rumble, honestly.
You think so?
Yeah, because like if she does not win if she does not win the women's NXT championship in SummerSlam season or Survivor Series season, she's getting called up the next night or the next Tuesday. I guarantee it because that's all she's got left to do. She's beaten everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
The only person she didn't beat is on Maine.
That's a damn fact.
Yep. And I want her, if not Naomi, I want her to win. And as for beating her, it's irrelevant. Anybody. I love Natty. She could be Natty. Cool. Actually, no. Whose styles work together? Honestly, her and Naomi's styles match so well.
It would be so beautiful, right?
It would be, because I was thinking, there's got to be a high flyer, because man, no, it's got to be those two black women just going at it, man.
I think they'll put on a great match. Like, oh, now I really want to see this.
Yes, all that chocolate.
Right?
We did US, we did that tag. For the world championship, I'm gonna go left field. All right, this one I'm gonna go. I want Kevin Owens to win it off of Jinder at. Now this is gonna be a little bit different. I wanted to win it off at Fastlane.
Wow, that's so random.
That's like 3 weeks before WrestleMania.
Really cutting it close.
Hey, remember when Eddie Guerrero headlined WrestleMania? He won that belt 3 weeks before WrestleMania. And I want him to then lose it at WrestleMania to Sami Zayn. And here's why. I want it to be a slow build. I want it to be a slow build of the dissension and whatnot. I want them to actually have their breakup match around the Rumble, right? And the reason I said it like that is because, hear me out. Sami Zayn could come out and try to interfere when he's fighting Jinder for the belt, but instead of interfering, he's like, nah, man, because if he wins, I can fight him for the world title.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna let him win. Not only am I gonna let him win, I'm gonna help him win. Because we never seen a storyline where the bad guy helps the good guy win so they can get a crack at their shot at their title. Or better yet, a bad guy helping the good guy. Like, we haven't seen that. We haven't seen cross, I guess, what's the word? Alignments or whatever, facing heels, help each other for selfish reasons.
Yeah, that's true.
So I want to see that because, dude, I love Sammy. You love Sammy too.
I do. I rock with Sammy.
Again, AJ Styles and them have said Sami Zayn is one of the top 10 best wrestlers on the planet. And then think about it. If we get a heel Sami Zayn, think of the feuds after that. He gets to go against a face AJ Styles, a face Nakamura.
They will have a class in that.
That's what we get if we get a heel Sami. That's why I love heel Sami Zayn, because before he had to fight. Look, SmackDown's got some good bad guys, but they got a whole lot more quality good guys.
Yeah.
But my last question to lead us out, my dear, and my last question for you. Who is, in your opinion, going to be guaranteed going to be the guy besides, main event? Who's going to be the next main eventer for Raw and SmackDown that is currently not main eventing?
Finn Balor?
I suppose he counts because he never got a chance to main event.
And yo, I want to say Rusev, but stepping the bowl on this man.
You're right. For Raw, I have to go through my book here because it seems like everybody main events Raw at least one important time. Hell, Enzo had a death grip on the main event for like a month and a half. Is Enzo a main eventer?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He main evented Raw a lot. Well, anyway, I'm gonna put faith in my boy. Ain't nobody else put faith in him, but I'm gonna put faith in him. I'm gonna say Jason Jordan.
Really?
Because this storyline has to have a payoff of him getting pushed to the main event for his pedigree. Because with Kurt, they did that. With Kurt, people forget. When Kurt first came out, people hated Kurt. They legitimately wanted Kurt off their screen. And because he got undeserved matches and undeserved pushes. Kurt was the WWE champion within 7 months of being in the company.
Yeah, true. But I don't know just what it is with Kurt Angle.
See, the main difference between the two, honestly, looking back, rose glasses aside, the main difference is that Kurt, in his earlier years, was slightly better than Jason. Kurt wasn't good on the mic at all. He was just better than Jason Jordan. Because in ring, they're about the same when they first started. Jason Jordan is damn good in that ring. His biggest thing is he needs mic work. He's terrible at mic work. It's terrible. They fixed that. He's good. He's golden. Like Chad Gable. Chad Gable is great. And Chad Gable is Jason Jordan's equal in the ring, but they're not equals on the mic.
Yeah, they're not.
But for SmackDown, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I'm gonna say Rusev because Rusev number one.
He is.
I have one thing for you to say. Can we end on this note? I just love the part in the show where Kevin Owens and were like, everybody, this is Sami Zayn.
My best friend.
This is Sami Zayn. This is Kevin Owens. This is Sami Zayn. That was my favorite. That was great.
They really love each other.
And I think my prediction is this. Sami Zayn is about to have a feud with Nakamura, and Kevin Owens is about to have a feud with Randy Orton. That's what I think is going to get from this.
Okay.
The reason they're having these random tag matches, not because they want to be a tag team, thank God, is that they want to give them a reason to want to fight these guys. And
I can understand that.
Since Kevin Owens and them are kind of a tag team, they have to fight kind of a tag team. But I'm down for that. If I get to see an amazing Nakamura versus Sami Zayn match, I'm down for whatever stupid storyline they got for him.
Right. They're gonna have some fantastic matches.
Yep. But where can they find you, Miss Haven, Michelle Rain?
You wanna know what's so annoying? Somebody really was like, I know your middle name yesterday. And I'm like, what? And they literally said Michelle. And I was like, thank you. Thank you.
They think that's
thank you.
They think that's your real middle name.
That's what happened. So you can find me at on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Haven_Rain. On YouTube, Haven Rain. That's HAEVYNREYHNE. Boom.
Boom. And you can find us here at our new handle, Emotions and Shh. Yes, that's with 3 H's, like Triple H. I did it on purpose. And no, seriously, you can find us. You can still type in Common John, and it'll pop up for a little bit longer, but you should type in Emotions and Shit. Type in Emotions and Shit or Emotions and Shh. And you can find us on all social medias. I started as an Instagram account because, and Twitter, Pinterest, all that stuff. Don't go on our Pinterest because it's really, unless you like some weird stuff, like I'm talking some Tumblr stuff.
Oh my gosh.
We do have a Tumblr too. It's popping, as they say in 1998.
Wow.
Throwback, because we're old. I'm just saying, our songs that we grew up with are pretty much, they're pretty much throwbacks at this point.
Yeah, they are.
You're getting there. We're about a hop, skip, and jump away from 45. I don't know. You're a little bit older than me.
I don't know about that.
You had to qualify for ARP? What's up? What's good?
I hear you out there.
What's good? What's your grandchildren talking about?
If only.
But you can find us on all those. You can find us on any podcast site. All of them. I changed all the names. You can still type in Comic John, but Emotions and Shh is our handle for now. Emotions and Shit. That's who we are. That's our main segment. By the way, now that we've done that, we're gonna make a promise right here, Miss Haven. This week, we're gonna have a conspiracy theory episode.
Yes.
We're gonna pick one. That's what we're gonna have.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes. Remember, everybody, I'm Jason, and this is my lady. She signs all the checks. And yeah, you do, don't you? Right?
Okay.
Look, I'm just saying. Do I get a Christmas bonus this year? Like, what's good?
We shall discuss.
Okay. I mean, you started paying John tax. I'm just curious what's going on here.
He's suspended though.
What? What?
He got suspended. He wasn't behaving right.
I got to hear this story after we're off now. Goodbye, everybody.
Later.